So it was a cold Tuesday morning and I was getting the train from where I live near Birmingham down to London, and the autumn winds had just begun to bite. So I was glad to get off the platform and onto the train, and I did what I often do, which is go to the buffet car for a morning coffee. And as I asked for my coffee, I clocked the name badge of the barista. Sue served me my latte. And as I began to ask her how she was doing, I made the mistake of asking her how she was. And she poured out her heart to me, a tsunami of woe. She moaned about her achy foot right through to the threat of World War III. And so, sympathetically, I tried to offer a bit of joy in this moment and said, we all need a bit of hope, don't we? And Sue's words rang in my ears because she said this: there is no hope. So she served me my latte. As I'm walking away, I said, Sue, have a hopeful day. She said again, there is no hope. And these words wouldn't let me go. I sat down at my seat. I started some work on the train, but I couldn't get Sue's words out of my head. And the spirit within me just began to inspire me to do something about that. So I felt I should take my pen and a bit of paper and write down my story as to why I have hope, why hope has a name. And so I wrote this down and sheepishly walked down the carriage to go and see Sue again. As I saw her again, I explained that her words had troubled me, and I wanted to write down some of my story as to why I had hope. And so I offered her the note across the table, and her face beamed. She said, thank you very much, and I don't know what happened next. But here's my encouragement to you today. We are living in a world where there is a hope deficit, a hope vacuum. Many of our friends and family feel like Sue, and their heart and their mouth will tell us there is no hope. And yet we as Christians are good news people in a bad news world. We are the people of hope. We have a hope in our hearts, a treasure in our jars of clay. We know the God of hope, and He invites us to be hope to a world that so desperately needs it. So today, in your own life, may you know the hope of Jesus, but may you also know that you are a hope bearer, a hope bringer to a world that needs light in the darkness.